Could an invasion be the best option for China to achieve its long-standing goal of reunification with Taiwan? Ponder for a moment. The leadership in Beijing has been clear about their intent. For them, Taiwan's reunification with China is not a question of if, but when. Yet despite this intent, the question remains, is an invasion the most effective way for China to meet its objectives? The political satisfaction of reuniting Taiwan with the mainland is a dream of the Chinese Communist Party. It would eliminate the last remnants of the Kuomintang and bestow a legacy upon Xi Jinping. Besides political satisfaction, Taiwan's occupation would offer China significant advantages. Taiwan produces 92% of the world's advanced computer chips and 18% of semiconductors. Its occupation would also allow China to break into the first island chain, extending the People's Liberation Army Air Force's coverage across the entire South China Sea. The decision on the surface seems an easy one. However, it's worth comparing China's potential invasion strategy with a historical US plan known as Operation Causeway, conceived during World War II. The plan, supported by Admirals King and Nimitz, aimed to use Taiwan as a staging base for operations against Japan. However, it faced opposition from General MacArthur and Admiral Spruance due to the massive force required and the expected hostility from the native population. The plan also had a relatively short window for effective operation around the island. The relevance of Operation Causeway to modern times lies in its focus on amphibious assault as part of the doctrine of forcible entry operations. China's doctrine of forcing entry into the island and supporting a campaign to physically land there closely mirrors the approach envisioned by Operation Causeway. China would also face the same hostile defenses and population that the US anticipated. Operation Causeway proposed landing on the southern tip of Taiwan and other islands in the Taiwan Straits, operating in the same waters where China would likely stage an invasion. The US estimated a 27-day operation, but history shows this was optimistic. It took 36 days to take Iwo Jima and 80 days for Okinawa. The operation length is crucial because the Taiwan Straits is risky for most of the year, with only March, April and September, October offering favorable conditions. China would face similar challenges. China would have to conduct an operation against determined resistance from the Taiwanese and its allies. China does have a few advantages. Its mainland bases supporting the invasion would be closer than in Operation Causeway. However, this might not compensate for an untested military conducting a complex amphibious operation against strong resistance within and around Taiwan. So, is this the best way for the Chinese Communist Party to attain its goals in Taiwan? There are other options for reunifying with Taiwan that don't risk the CCP's hold on power if they fail. Could the threat of an invasion be a part of grey zone tactics, or is it an option of last resort? Are there internal factors within China that push the risky option as the first option? If such a factor exists, it would indeed be a worthy endeavor to find out that reason. To sum up, an invasion might seem like a straightforward solution for China to achieve its reunification goal with Taiwan. However, the lessons from Operation Causeway, the potential resistance from Taiwan and its allies, the logistical challenges, and the risks involved may suggest otherwise. Other non-military options might serve China better in its pursuit of reunification with Taiwan. The threat of invasion could be a tactical maneuver rather than a genuine plan of action. Nonetheless, understanding the internal factors that might push China towards this risky option remains a critical area of study.